a couple things. First thing, this class is being recorded today. I guess I'll need you to write back up in a second. The class is being recorded today. I have one more observation from my K-tip here. I have to record the class. I've selected you guys, and in the fourth period, I'm going to record a vote. Now, there's a second thing I want to tell you about. Today happened to be my future's so bright you got to wear shade sunglasses. So I brought my shades. They're not just Terminator sunglasses. Alexis, would you look really close right here and tell me what you see?
Those are the recording.
There's a camera built into these glasses. So I will be recording you as I'm teaching you, and also at some point I will hand the glasses off to someone else. You will basically record what you see. When you're taking your notes, you write down. I will see what you look at. Now, if you shift your eyes left or right and don't turn your head, then I won't see it. But if you turn your head and your body, it will record.
I need some lead.
So, one light will stay on. Just make sure you're taking the notes as we go through. To start off,
I'm free.
like I've told you, we've been doing, you need a lead?
Yeah.
We've been playing along with the 80s theme.
You got a 0.09?
No, I don't.
Oh.
And Sean Ramsey took my
0.9 stop.
I'll get it to you later. I'll take care of it later. Listen, we've been doing like 80s themed cartoons, things that I got to play with and grow up. One of my favorite shows, and of course, probably what helped lead to what I would do after high school, was G.I. Joe.
Yo, Joe! He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe! American hero. G.I. Joe is there. It's G.I. Joe against Cobra, the enemy, fighting to save the day. He never gives up. He's always there, fighting for freedom over land and air. G.I. Joe! American hero. G.I. Joe is there.
G.I. Joe is the code name for America's daring, highly trained Special Mission Force. Its purpose, to defend human freedom against Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization determined to rule the world.
He never gives up, he'll stay till the fight's won. G.I. Joe will dare. G.I. Joe! G.I. Joe!
What we're going to do today, we'll carry on with the G.I. Joe theme, except for no cartoon.
Oh, did your wife see us?
Yeah, she ended up boxing back right after you guys got dismissed.
I got the thing.
What'd she say? I got it. Is your name Shultz?
I got Miss Green.
No, it's a little different. At the end of the class, I'll get out that information for you if you want.
Okay, I'm downloading it.
I have too much storage.
I need the information. I tried. What? I downloaded it.
All right. Here we go. Chapter 6.3, Variables and Expressions, G.I. Joe Special Edition. And if you were a kid back in the 80s, you could get little figurines about, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches tall. They can move their elbows, and they got the kung fu grip. They always hang with really cool weapons. You could, depending on if you like G.I. Joe, or if you like Cobra Commander, which side you went for. But you usually wanted a good and a bad.
Who, Commander? What?
Cobra Commander.
Who's that?
You'll see.
Bad guy leader.
He's the main villain.
Yeah.
My dad had all the action figures.
Chapter 6.3, Variables and Expressions. I am learning to find the value of expressions using the order of operations. Very key to your
You
success.
start hurting my head.
Order of operations.
Sorry.
ChemDOS. Wasn't a long weekend. I know you guys remember it.
Oh my God, I need one.
Your vocabulary, not critical that you memorize, the first one, it just lets you know what you're getting into, okay? When you hear the word algebra, all it is mathematical language of symbols including variables. And you already know that anytime you hear algebra or pre-algebra, you know you're going to be dealing with letters, right?
Yes.
Variables. Okay, algebraic expression is a combination. That means I take some stuff and put it together. You get a combination pizza, it's like pepperoni and sausage and ham and bacon.
Did you know?
Combination.
All that.
A combination of numbers, variables, and at least one operation. How many operations in math are there?
Therefore.
4. Skylar, what are the 4 operations in math?
The 4 operations in math.
There's only 4 operations that we work with.
Add,
Okay,
subtract, divide, and multiply.
there you go. So a combination of numbers, look, a number, variables, a letter, and at least one operation, add. You need all those things in order to have an algebraic expression. Rosalind, if you need to scoot up here.
I can see her.
Do you pronounce that P-E-M-D-A-S as PEMDAS?
PEMDAS. You can just say, remember this, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
That's fine.
Whatever is easiest for you. We learned it both ways when I was in school. As I get older, I go more with PEMDAS. But I remember, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
My mom said that they didn't learn that much stuff like now that we learn. Now like we have a different system of learning now. She said that they didn't do all of the stuff like that we learn now.
I would agree and disagree. I agree because I don't remember doing all of it in school. So I can say, yeah, we did do that because I don't remember it. I disagree because I learned it somewhere, so we had to learn it at some
You
point.
like that job.
All right, we ready?
No.
Was everything black and white when you was a kid?
Seriously, I just showed you like a cartoon trailer. Is that
Yeah.
black and white?
It looks like it ain't got that much color. We have
It is not high def, I will give you that, but it wasn't black and white. Now, I think, when did Wizard of Oz come out? In the 60s?
That's my movie.
Oh, it's so bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Whenever, keep writing. Whenever the original Wizard of Oz came out, and she gets out of her house and she follows Yellow Brick Road, right there when it switches from black and white to color,
Yeah.
that is when TV changed color. That is when they figured out the technology to make the colors relay through the TV. At that point in time, that's why the movie starts out black and white and switches to color.
Yeah, what
is
she
because
said.
while they were filming, they developed the technology to change the color and when they had changed it.
I want the black version.
I'm not sure when it was.
It was 1931.
1937?
Before the Titanic.
Titanic was like 1912.
Did you see the black version?
The Wiz? From Michael
Yeah.
Jackson?
No, yeah, like the one with the black people in it, and it's like
It's called The Wiz.
yeah, they have tornado hitches and they don't get sucked up.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Variable, a symbol, usually a letter used to represent a number. That's all it is. Variable, it just represents a number, but we don't know what number.
Did we just write that?
Variable, you wrote the word variable, but you did not write the definition. And then evaluate. What was the quick, easy word I gave you for evaluate? What's it mean?
It's soft.
To solve it. To find the value of an algebraic expression by replacing variables within the number. So basically, I'm going to give you m equals, and I'll give you a number. You take that number and you put it in for m, and then you can evaluate it or solve it. And on your work, it does use the words evaluate. That's why I've been trying to reinforce that all year. Evaluate and solve. You're going to plug it in and solve. Yeah.
I messed
I
up.
really farted.
Problem.
Sorry.
I was looking at the screen trying to write and I went all the way up there.
3, Can we just put solve?
No. To find the value of an algebraic expression by replacing variables with numbers. Don't take the lazy way out. Choose the hard right over the easy wrong. The lazy way at my house, with my kids, if they do it the lazy way, guess what they do again?
All over.
The same task all over again.
What is it? They slap off like off on that.
I'm good.
They do it again.
If I don't get up, I have attractions where I can like get it. I'm done. We can do it.
I make them choose the hard right over the easy wrong every time. That way, when they leave my house, if they do something silly, I can say, I taught them better than that. And it's their fault they made the bad decision. Yeah. Bob's gonna come down here during planning, if that's all right, during sixth period. Because I think what it is, I need a monitor or something to hook it into in that configurations. I haven't done that yet. I was just trying to get, I knew I had to go to PCS. Hang on, guys. See, I plugged it straight into it from the Apple TV box.
Straight into your.
I would try, because I'm not using it right now. All right, everybody's favorites. I don't care who you are. And if you've seen the new ones, you know that Snake Eyes is really the coolest one. Why? He doesn't talk. You never see his face. He just has that mysterious vibe that just makes him super awesome. Oh, and he's got swords.
Yeah.
He can make big swords.
It does. You can block.
Is that you all?
Rogers, no.
Yeah, I watched the movie. I like the idea. What if you just
All right. So are you ready? Tyler, you ready?
I don't know none of these.
That's Snake Eyes. As we go through, you'll see. He was my favorite growing up. All right. Algebraic expressions. First thing, before we start, General Hawk's giving you his first order. He's saying identify the anatomy of an expression. Caleb, that's what we did on Friday, right before we left for the weekend. So, in each one, we're going to go through and we're going to identify the four things: the variable, constant, coefficient, operation. All right, Demisha. M plus 3, Demisha. What is the variable? Yes, you should be writing this down. What is the variable? Look at your definitions. What is the variable?
An expression.
A symbol usually is a letter used to represent a number.
Okay, so if I looked at this expression, what is the variable?
M.
M. What is the constant? Remember I sung to you guys on Friday about the donkey. I'm all alone. Remember that? Which one is the constant? Caleb.
3.
3. Because 3 is all alone. Is there a coefficient?
Yeah.
What is the coefficient?
0.
What is the coefficient?
The number right next to the variable.
The number in front of the variable. But remember what I tell you. If there was no number in front of it, it'd be 0.
It's nothing.
Something.
A 1.
A 1. If there is no number present in front of the variable, it is understood that there's a 1.
Oh, that is a 0?
Because remember, this is 1 times m. Anything times 1 is itself. So 1 times m would equal m. And what is the operation, Ms. Payton? Addition. Easy enough, right?
Yeah.
Next one, 6 minus m. Isaiah, give me the operation.
The operation is 6.
No. There's only 4 operations. What are they, Skylar?
The add, subtract, multiply, divide.
So what is the operation for 6 minus m, Isaiah?
The operation is 6 minus 2.
No, that's the expression. What's the operation? The operation is going to tell me what I need to do.
Minus 6, something like that. Guys, use something with this.
There's only 4 operations. Add, subtract, multiply, divide. Which do you see up there?
Subtract.
Subtract. That's your operation. What's the coefficient? Asia. For 6 minus m, what is the coefficient? Where's the coefficient found? No, 6 or 1. Now you're guessing. Where's the coefficient? Where's the coefficient?
Oh!
Donovan, where is the coefficient?
For
Before the variable. Is there any number before the variable?
No.
So if there's not a number there, what do we know is understood to be there?
1 or 0?
Not 1 or a 0.
1 or 2?
1 and 1 only.
Um,
Okay, so, but you have to take the sign with it. So what is the coefficient?
what sign?
Negative 1. What is the constant, Miss Wigington? Yes, it's all alone. 6. And the variable, Elliot?
The variable is
M.
Mr. Schultz, I need Zaylen Lindsay to check out, please.
She was in here 2nd period, it's 3rd period.
Okay, thanks.
All right. I don't think I could possibly get interrupted anymore while I'm trying to film my K-tip class period.
I thought they said.
But just to let you know, this is an everyday thing. Okay.
What's that Asia lesson?
I don't need to.
It
she
is.
said.
Stop. She said Zaylin Lizzie. That's what I almost called Asia just a second ago. Okay.
Keep up with everybody's names.
All right, now here's my question. If I take a number and I take the letter and I smash them together, what operation is there?
I don't know.
Remember, I told you there's an invisible sign that's always in between the number and the variable.
Multiplication.
Multiplication.
Hey, Donovan.
And if it helps you, you can always draw a little bitty multiplication symbol right there in between them so that you know that you're multiplying. So, Demisha, give me the coefficient.
Oh, it's all of them.
And which one?
5m.
The coefficient is 5.
5. That's the number in front of the variable.
Coefficient.
What is the variable, Sierra? 5m. What is the variable?
I thought the 5 was supposed to be.
Rosalind, I can't hear Sierra because you're talking.
M.
M. Rosalind, what is the constant?
I thought the 5 was supposed to be constant.
What's the constant?
What do we know about the constant, Rosalind?
It's by itself.
Is 5 by itself?
Yes.
Is it?
No.
Stop. Is 5 by itself?
No.
Is 6 by itself right here?
Yes.
Is there anything really close to it?
No.
Is 3 by itself here?
Yes.
Is there anything really, really close to it?
Yes.
Is 5 by itself?
Yes. No.
No, see, I think it is really close to it. I mean, it's right there next to it. Best friends. If it's like that, the number in front of the variable is the coefficient.
So it'd be 1.
You got it? You got that straight? Why it's not the constant? Okay, now, what is the constant? Ready? What is the constant? Where do you see a 1?
You said there's always,
You just said
there's always a 1 in front of it.
0.
she's confused.
In front of the variable, if there is not a number there, the number that is there is understood to be 1. Okay? In front of the variable, if there's not anything there, it's understood to be 1. That's the only time. That's your coefficient. What is the constant? Over here, our constant was 6. Over here, it was 3. What's the constant with 5m? What is the constant? See a 1 up there?
But it's
What do you see? What do you see up there that is by itself when you have 5m? Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Nothing. If you have nothing up there, what can we add to represent adding nothing?
1 0.
A 0.
Oh. Why did you say 1? I'm confused.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I have 5 times m. Whatever the value of m is, I have 5 times that value. Plus
I need to erase this.
0. We confused enough yet?
Yes.
All right. The next one.
12.
Did we get homework?
Probably.
Yeah.
First warning, first warning. Next one, I'm writing it up. Understood? Sit down, Rosalind. Now, the next one, you have 12 over m. Except for we don't say it that way, do we? What is that the same as? 12 divided by m. What's the operation? Division. What's the variable? M. Is there a coefficient?
Yes. No.
Coefficient has to be found where?
In front of it?
In front of what?
No.
In front of the variable. Is there any number right here in front of this?
No.
Sorry, Siri. Is there any number right here?
No.
So what can I put there?
No. 1.
A 1. Only a 1 can go in front of the variable if there's nothing there.
Did it froze?
No. Right here. Okay, next slide. Duke is like the hero of all. Everybody knows who Duke is, but he was never my favorite. I always liked Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. They're both the ninjas and assassins. I like them a lot better. But he's always the favorite for almost everybody. Now, he's giving you some hints. If you see 2 letters or a number and a letter smashed up next to each other, what operation is actually in between there?
Okay.
Times. So AB is the same thing as A times B. You can write it with the dot. Or it's A times B with the multiplication X. Anytime you see a number and a letter or 2 letters pushed together, it is going to be multiplication. And then down here, plug and chug. You need to take that little saying and just sort of keep it in your brain, because anytime I give you a value for a variable, you're going to use a plug and chug method. That means you plug it in for the variable and you chug along with the problem.
I
Okay?
don't know what the answer is.
Now, I'll wait. Alright, now you have m equals 4. M equals 4. What you're going to do is you're going to take the value of m, and you're going to plug it in wherever you see an m. So if I rewrite that expression, how's it going to look, Donovan? If I rewrite the first expression after I plug in the 4, what will it look like? You're gonna take the 4. Anywhere you see an m, see where m equals 4? Anywhere you see an m, you're gonna put that 4 in its place. So rewrite this expression with 4 in place of m and tell me what it says. 4 plus 3. And anybody that has graduated from kindergarten can answer that question. 4 plus 3 is? 7. So if you evaluate the expression m plus 3, if m equals 4, it's 7. Pretty simple, right? Plug it in, do the math. Plug it in, do the math. Now, m still equals 4, and I'll plug it into that expression. Elliot, what does that expression look like? No, Rosalind. How will this look when I plug m, 4 in for m?
6 minus 4.
6 minus 4.
Equals 2.
6 minus 4.
2.
6 minus 4 is 2.
Somebody said it equals 2.
No, I said it.
Stop. If you evaluate the expression 6 minus m when m equals 4, your answer is 2. What about when it's 5 times m? I take the m and I plug it in there and I can rewrite it. If I rewrite it, Skylar, what does it look like?
5 times 4.
5 times 4. 5 times 4?
20.
If you evaluate the expression 5m when m equals 4, it's no different than 5 times 4 is 20. Whatever the value is, you plug it in its place. And then 12 divided by m. I will take the 4, plug it in for m, and then read the problem to me now, Sierra. After you plug in 4 for m, read that problem to me. Do you remember what this, you know what this line means? Okay, so.
12.
Okay, but plug 4 in for m. 12 divided by 4. You can rewrite it. 12 divided by 4. What's 12 divided by 4? 3. It's that easy, really. I promise you, it's that easy. Take whatever they give you, put it in its place, and you plug and chug. All right. Heavy duty. He was always, he's always the heavy firepower support you need.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why heavy duty's coming in, because we're going to need the firepower support, because if you look, we have 3 different variables that mean 3 different things, and we're going to substitute them in, and then we're going to evaluate the problem. So the first one, Rosalind, what does A equal?
6, you do 6 plus 8.
6, so plug in 6 for A, 6 plus 8, Rosalind, what do you get?
14.
14. Crazy simple, right?
Yep.
I have 2 variables. I have A minus B. You do the same thing. Plug in your value for A. Plug in your value for B. Rewrite the expression. How's the expression going to look when I rewrite it, Hannah?
Oh my God. 6.
Whatever A equals, I'll put it there. Whatever B equals, I'll put it here, and then you subtract it because it's going to be subtracted. Right here, this one, it's A minus B. So what does A equal? 6. What does B equal? You see how I got B equals 4, and I put the 4 there, A equals 6, I put the 6 here, and then 6 minus 4?
It's the same. Oh, no.
2. You understand? The next one, AB. What operation's there? Right. Times. What is the value of A, Demisha? Demisha. What is the value of A? Need I remind you, your behavior is being recorded on camera. So when you go home and say, I ain't doing nothing, you're actually recorded doing nothing on camera. You lose your argument. So, Demisha, give me the value of A.
I don't know. 6.
6, thank you. What is the value of B, Asia? 4. We already knew the operation was multiplication because anytime we take two letters or a number and a letter and smash them together, we're multiplying. 6 times 4, Rosalind.
6 times 4 is 24.
24. Easy. What about 9 times C?
Oh.
Well, if you have a coefficient, like 9, you're going to keep it there. So we have 9. What's the operation when we put a number and a letter together? Multiplication. What does C equal? Miss Wigington? 1. Uh-oh. You have to multiply a number, a whole number, and a fraction. Can you do that?
Yes.
Let's see, I have 9 times 1/3. I can't multiply a number, a whole number, and a fraction, so what do I have to do to the whole number?
Yes, you
What do I have to do to the whole number, Lily?
can. You can do it.
Before I can multiply these together, what do I have to do to the whole number? Change it to what?
2.
Remember, Donovan went over to the 7th graders and helped them with this. How do you change a whole number? What's this thing called? So you need to do what with this? By doing what? How do you change a whole number to a fraction? Huh? Multiply. Donovan, how do you change a whole number to a fraction? Put a 1 under it. How quickly we would forget the easy stuff. Now, how do you multiply fractions, Lily? How do you multiply fractions, Lily? Straight across. See, she pulled it out at the end. What's 9 times 1? What's 3 times, or 1 times 3? 3. What is 9 divided by 3? What? 3. So the answer for your expression,
It's 3.
So why couldn't,
3. Yes, Rosalind.
but why didn't you could multiply 9 times 1/3?
Are you saying, Mr. Schultz, I used the calculator and I didn't do the math that's actually behind it, I just relied on the calculator. Can you do that? Yes. Should you know the math that's behind it? Uh-huh.
Yeah, but still, you can do it both ways.
I did it both ways. Here's the math way, and you did it the calculator way. Did you get the same answer? Then we're good. Yes, I did.
Yes, sir.
That's what I did right here.
Oh my God, I'm back.
Yes, sir.
Not at the moment. I mean, I'll just.
Miss Terry's got a folder.
Yeah, so he should have a bunch of work. All right, next slide. All right, this guy's name is Breaker. He's their computer nerd.
Yeah.
He's the guy that I need in this classroom every time the iPad starts to goof around.
You got by him?
Okay, remember, What operation is between the coefficient and the variable? Multiplication. What does this line mean? Divide. What about right here? Multiplication. What about right here?
Multiplication.
Okay. Plug in the value for the variable.
Oh, I did it wrong.
So on the first one, my coefficient is 14.
No.
What is the value of the variable?
He's not like a robot.
What is the value of the variable in the first one?
One divided by 2.
Oh my gosh.
No.
What is the value of O?
No.
Alexis? Oh my gosh, Alexis. What is that? Read it as a fraction.
Right there.
Read it to me as a division, right? Read it to me as a fraction.
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
No, that's it. I can't remember.
1/2, thank you. Sub it in right next to it. And then you multiply. Oh, but I can't, that's a whole number, and I have a fraction. Lily, what do I need to do to the whole number before? How do I change a whole number to a fraction? Put a 1 under it. And then how do you multiply fractions? 14 times 1?
7.
14.
14 times 1. Rosalind, you need to listen. I am not asking you for the answer. I am asking a question. Now, what is 1 times 2? 1 times 2.
2.
Now, I have to simplify that. What is 14 divided by 2? Isaiah? 14 divided by 2.
Oh, okay.
Stop.
7.
7. Your answer is 7. 14O. If I sub in the value for O, which is 1/2, it's 14 times 1/2. Do the math. You get 7. Everybody have it written down. The next one. M divided by 7. What is the value of M, Caleb?
Equals, 6.
6. What is the value of N, Demisha? Demisha, what is the value of N?
I just said I don't know.
Well, you should look up here and find out. I thought you didn't know. It's 2. Thank you, Demisha. Now, does that look like something pretty easy to solve?
Yes.
All right.
3.
You answer it. So it's divided by 2. 3.
The next one is 2.
The next one.
All these are easy.
Oh, they're all easy.
We're doing it.
Okay. M. What operations there? What is that?
What is that?
Big arrow.
Yeah.
M.
There's a big, huge arrow.
What operation is between M and O? Multiplication. Isaiah, keep your hands still. Now, what is the value for M? Alexis. 6. What is the value for O, Hannah? 1/2. Oh, Lily! I can't multiply the whole number against a fraction. What do I have to do to the whole number? Put a 1 under it. Now, if I put a 1 under it, now I have fractions. How do I multiply fractions?
Straight across.
6 times 1, Rosalind.
6.
1 times 2.
2.
6 divided by 2.
3.
3. Easy. All right, let's see if I can make you miss one.
No, it doesn't work.
All right.
This one.
9M. Hang on. What's the coefficient in 9m?
Sorry, Mom.
What's the coefficient?
Nine. 9 times 6.
Go, Rob.
The operation, if I take it.
Looking for that project.
What's the operation between 9 and m?
Oh, multiplication.
Multiplication. What is the value of m?
6.
Oh, look at that. Pretty straightforward multiplication problem. 9 times 6?
54.
Simple plug and chug. Take the value I give you, put it to the problem, evaluate it, rate yourself. 5, it's really easy and you can do 100 of these, but I won't give you 100. 4, 1, you have no clue what we're talking about. 3, yeah, a little bit, but you maybe have a question or two. Better rate yourself. Let me see.
What?
What is what?
Okay. 1, you're not even sure what planet you're on today. 5, you can do 100 of these.
Oh. Is the 4 one?
4 is right below 5, which means you can do 90 of them and get them right. Okay. This is Cobra Commander. He's the leader of the bad side of the forces, and he's saying it's too easy. If math is too easy, what must I do? I must make it more difficult.
No.
And we'll pick up here tomorrow.